Hey guys, Takahmasak here, and welcome back to Rambling About Games. Today I'm primarily going to hit on the game I'm playing most, which is Pokemon Go, along with half of the rest of the world. So, seemingly. Just, I don't have a lot to say about it that hasn't already been said, but in a respectable gaming channel, mine more or less, talks about this game, and it is taking up a lot of my time. I have 3 free weekdays that it gets me out walking around downtown. But Pokemon Go, if you don't know, it uses Google Maps, and it places Pokemon in Google Maps, and you can click on it, and you just fling the ball up with a simple swipe upwards, and it throws the ball, depending on how far you swipe, and you want to land it on the Pokemon, obviously. And yeah, it's pretty straightforward. That's 90% of what you're going to be doing in the game. So it doesn't sound like there's much to it, but for some reason I can't quit playing it. It might just be more the social aspect of the game. Like, for example, the last few days I've gone out and walked around downtown. My city has like a live performers downtown on Thursday night, so I like to go down and do that. But where around these performers and certain landmarks, there's things called Pokestops or Pokestops, however you want to pronounce that. You do you. But it's a little circle that opens up, and then you can swipe, and the circle will spin, and it'll give you whatever items you can hold at that point, or whatever you've unlocked. It'll potentially give you any number of those things, regular balls, super balls, anything like that. Things for gyms. Gyms are obviously way few and far between compared to Pokestops, but they're not as good. They're PvP is essentially what they are. So what happens is you put a defender in this gym, and Pokemon have like various elements, and they have like their basic attack skill, which is CP or combat power. So the idea is to get something with a high CP into these gyms so other people don't come in and take it. And if you hold that gym for, I think it's 21 or 24 hours or something like that, you can get rewarded with these coins, which are currency in the game. I think they're just called Poke Coins, but you can spend them to buy lures, which you can attach to a Pokestop, which bring all the Pokemon to that area. There's incense that you can use that attract the Pokemon to just you. You can buy balls. I think you can buy potions. I'm not sure. I don't really do a lot of the gym thing. The gym is not what I want it to be. The PvP is not what I want it to be. I want to see, like, I want to fight my friends. I think that would be a lot of fun. But that's not what it is. So gyms have this prestige rank. So I'm on the red team, which I don't even remember. I just picked red because I really don't care. Valor. I just picked Valor just for, it doesn't matter. I don't know if that's anything related to the series or anything like that. But yeah, I just picked them. So if there's a red team already in the gym, I can use my Pokemon to fight somebody in the gym. I'm not sure if they get knocked out. Like I said, I haven't done a whole lot of the gym. But it does increase the gym's prestige, and the higher the prestige, the higher the level of the gym. The higher the level of the gym, the more Pokemon that can go into the gym. So, I mean, it's nice. It's a good idea. It doesn't work very well, especially if you know weaknesses. For example, just today, the route I take is about a mile up and down this street downtown, and at the end of it, there's a gym. So I hit that. I like to clear it out every time I go up there. And the blue team, I think Mystic, don't quote me on that, but Mystic had a 1628, I think Valporian or something like that. Everybody uses these frickin' things. They're an upgraded Eevee, or an evolved Eevee, which is, pretty sure he's water elemental, if not ice elemental, or something along those lines. But anyway, if you have the elemental weakness to it, I can't remember exactly what I was using, but it had attack power of like 970. I want to say I was using... No, I wasn't using the Hypno. I can't remember what I was using, but it was the weakness to that Pokemon, and I was able to just murder that thing flat out, like not even remotely come close to losing. It made me maybe a quarter health, somewhere between a quarter health and a half health left over. So yeah, there's a big difference when you're taking in elemental weaknesses. There's a buttload in Pokemon. What is there, like 20 something weaknesses you can exploit? Some do half damage, some do no damage. Most do regular damage, and then there's, I'm assuming, one or two that do double damage. So as long as you know your weaknesses, you can pretty much take out a gym. But my problem with it is it's very heavily biased towards the attacker. And what I mean by that, in addition to what I told you, is that not only can you bring in Pokemon of an elemental weakness, you can bring in up to 6. And I've never seen a defending gym with any more than, I think the most I've seen is 4. And I mean, you can just quickly revive them if you have revives and just go at them again, and they don't have a recovery time unless that person is actually sitting there. So it's virtually impossible to hold a gym when you're in a high traffic area like that. But yeah, also another thing that attackers can do that defenders cannot is while you're attacking, you can swipe left and right to dodge. And when you get good at that, it is super easy just to dodge a lot of things. It's very hard to dodge it perfectly, but as long as you dodge it a little bit, I think it just takes some of the damage off, and then it, for the most part, it's enough. So yeah, it's hugely biased towards the person attacking. So yeah, the gyms, they're a good idea, but they're not really where I want them to be. I said I wanted to see PvP so I can combat my friends. I think that would be fun for whatever reward, just more Pokeballs or whatever, I don't care. Another thing I would have loved to see is trading between people. Maybe this is all coming soon. I don't know what Niantic has planned, but I'd like to be able to trade like items, like, hey, you need more potions and I need more Pokeballs. Fine, let's switch an even number of those. Or, hey, I'm collecting Bellsprouts and I need a lot more candies. Candies are what you need to evolve or power up. Every time you catch a Pokemon, you get 3 candies, and you can send them off to the doctor, slave master, puts them in some kind of detention facility or something. I don't know what happens. So you get another candy for that. So potentially 4 candies per catch, and then it takes a various amount to upgrade it, along with Stardust that you gain every time you catch a Pokemon. So, with that being said, if I was making this video a couple weeks ago, I would have told this game to piss off, because I'm sure you've seen it before, but there were tremendous server issues. This is the first game I have ever played where I've downloaded an app to tell me when the servers are back online. So it's like, it was really frustrating when I got out of work and wanted to play it for, say I had an hour or 2 of free time, just to get out, and then the game doesn't work, and it's just, oh, I really wanted to play, and it's just, yeah, down for several hours, or just things not working right. There's things that are on timers, like your lures only last a half hour. Lucky eggs you can use that last a half hour. Those double your experience. So, yeah, that used to be a big issue. I think they got their crap together with that. I'm very happy to say, because that was by far the most frustrating thing about the game. I don't want to go too much farther into it, almost up to 10 minutes already. Is there anything else I really want to hit? Essentially, the game is the same at level, I think I'm 23, as it is at level 1. You're pretty much catching Weedles, Pidgeys, Party Wieners. I don't know if you've seen that video. Look up Party Wiener on YouTube. Probably not on Google for the best there. So, yeah, there's Pidgeys, Rattatas, and Weedles, which you're going to be catching endlessly. I still like to find all the unique Pokemon. I get kind of excited. There used to be a tracker system that you could click on this little thing in the bottom right, and it would have a footprint counter. So there'd be, it used to be 1, and it was meaning it was very close, or 3, meaning it was anywhere between 400 feet and 600 miles away, according to my experience. But yeah, not too accurate. They recently did something with that to the footprints. I don't even think that's working properly as of early August when I'm making this video. Is it worth checking out? I would say so, if not for the social aspect. Like I've told people before, I've never gotten more waves, high, or not high fives, but thumbs up, nods, laughs, grins, stuff like that. Talking to people around Pokestops downtown. So I absolutely love the social aspect of the game. Where the walking comes in, I did mention that earlier, is on these Pokestops, you get eggs, and there's anywhere from 2 to 10 kilometers. There's also a 5-kilometer egg, which contain, obviously, the farther the distance, the better the Pokemon. So you can hatch these eggs after moving that far. It gets me out walking around downtown. I tested it out after like a 2-hour session or so. It was like 12,000 steps and 600 calories or so, according to this app. How reliable that is, I don't know, but I'm happy to be playing a game. Maybe that's all I needed with the whole weight loss thing, just to have a game incentive. Somebody keeps mentioning Ingress, which I think is also made by Niantic, if I recall correctly. Don't quote me on that. You'll have to look it up if you're kind of into Pokemon Go. It might be worth looking up. Maybe you like that better. Maybe you won't. But yeah, simply for the social aspect and the exercise alone, I'll keep playing this by myself if I have to. So yeah, definitely worth a check out. Free to download. Obviously, in-game purchases if you need them. All of that can be eliminated by just going through a uh, highly populated area such as downtown or anything like that. Obviously, the bigger cities are going to have about 1 million of them, I'm sure. So yeah, definitely worth a look. Gets my approval for now. As long as the servers stay running, I'll be happy with it. So yeah, that's about all I want to say about that. This is Takahmasak, and I'll see you later.